morning, fellow farmers. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you here at Luxembourg. Fellow members of World Farmers Organization, my name is Dr. Dick Nuwamanya K. I'm the President of Uganda National Farmers Federation, a member organization of World Farmers Organization. Fellow farmers from the African continent, the African constituents, I stand here to seek your nomination to the board to represent the African constituents. Fellow members of World Farmers Organization from around the world, I am here to tell you why I think, as an African delegate, I represent the key values that will promote World Farmers Organization in the form of its mission and its vision. These are the reasons why I think I should be nominated and approved by the General Assembly to become a board member for the African constituents. 1. The continent where I come from has 1.2 billion people. Of 70% of these 1.2 billion people are smallholder farmers. The smallholder farmers scattered and doing small enterprises that are not economically viable. At World Farmers Organization, we stand to support farmers to become economically viable because it's where they get their food and their livelihood. But this organizational capacity risk has made it difficult for the smallholder farmer in Africa to attain high standards of living, of income and employment. To be able to do so, I will champion specifically elimination of the organizational capacity risk with a view to minimize the inability to organize themselves, with a view to minimize inability to coordinate themselves. And once they have organized themselves, their voice is enhanced. And once their voice is enhanced, they are able to be heard, and they are able to influence policy. They are able to participate in the market. They are of outputs and inputs, and they are able to be recognized. This is my mission, once approved by the board as your representative. The second dilemma that I have seen on the African continent as the president of a farmers organization, the largest, one of the largest in East and Southern Africa, with 9 million members, I've noticed the issue of knowledge gap, what I call the empowerment risk. Smallholder farmers are doing it on their own. They are very vulnerable. They have not had the support that is needed to increase their knowledge, to uptake technology, to efficiently utilize the technologies that are produced in the laboratories around the continent, around the universities, and around the world. This empowerment, this knowledge gap, knowledge management program is my mission. My mission to see that this is minimized. If you increase the knowledge of the farmer, you increase his productivity. If you increase his productivity, you potentially increase his wealth. And I intend to exactly champion the narrowing or bridging the gap between their knowledge and what is needed to produce for sustainable livelihoods. The third point I would like to anchor my candidature is on coordination. Here at World Farmers Organization, in our statutes, we aim and encourage strong partnerships. We encourage partnership with multilateral organizations. This includes the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, IFAD, World Trade Organization, to name but a few. We have partnerships with private sector actors. We have partnerships with universities. We have partnership with governments. It's my mission, once nominated and succeeded in being approved by the General Assembly, I will champion strong partnerships and produce platforms on where this partnership can be coordinated. In Africa, we have so many actors trying to improve the plight of the smallholder farmer, but each one doing whatever they wish in silos. Silos have killed the issue of coordination and producing good results. I will want to create platforms in which partners are coordinated and they're focusing on specific, tangible, achievable goals, and which can change the plight of the smallholder farmers and the value of their contribution easily measured. These platforms are practical because I have already done this in my organization, in partnership with universities, in partnership with government. Uganda National Farmers Federation has full support of government of Uganda. Uganda National Farmers Federation has full support of the University of Makerere, where I teach. And Uganda National Farmers Federation has created these donor partner platforms that can be transferred to other countries. Let me return to the World Farmers Organization. We have adapted the Farmer Root Declaration. The philosophy in this declaration is farmer-driven agenda, whether in policy, whether in dialogue, whether in partnership, putting the farmer at the center. I intend to champion this philosophy on the African continent, but around the world as your board member, because I believe if the farmer is put at the center, the problems of food security, the problems of poverty, and the problems of inclusive growth will be solved. It's in this spirit that I believe a farmer-driven climate agenda in the framework of the Paris Agreement, both at implementation level and also review of the agreement. The second, a point that of concern to the World Farmers Organization and to me as a champion is the issue of attaining sustainable development goals, specifically those of extreme poverty, ending extreme poverty, and zero hunger. At World Farmers Organization, we believe that we should have sustainable livelihood for our farmers. We should have wealth created on our farms. We should be included in the global agricultural value chains. I will champion these particular two important goals, plus the goal of sustainable resource utilization. That is ensuring that the planet is for us now and for the future as well. So how do we achieve extreme poverty ended by 2030, zero hunger attained by 2030? I do believe from what I have already mentioned above, organizing the farm, mobilizing them into their groups, into feasible economic units, into feasible economic enterprises, to the extent that we can adapt enterprise budgeting with a view to integrate these smallholder farmers into the global agricultural value chain. Wealth will be created on the farms. Productivity will be increased. And once productivity is increased and we have entered in the global markets, regional markets as smallholder farmers, poverty will be eliminated. It is possible. It's also possible to achieve this by 2025. Out of the 750 smallholder farmers on the African continent, at least we can attain 90% with a proper understanding and diagnosis of this problem, which I have done as a farmer, as a farmer leader, and as an academic at the premier university of our country. I also believe strongly with proper coordination of the actors, because a lot of resources are being geared towards sustainable development goals. A lot of resources are being focused on improvement of agriculture in Africa, but lack of coordination has been a problem. As I have promised, I will ensure actors are coordinated on a global platform, on a regional platform, on a continental platform, and on a national platform. And I think if we do this, we will attain powerful results. Now, lastly, on empowerment, we have seen a lot of knowledge being accumulated in different centers of the world. Here in Rome and Luxembourg in Europe, different methods of production are being advanced, but they never reach the African farmer, mostly in remote part of my continent. I will ensure that we have penetration of empowerment, which I have called to fill up the gap of knowledge deficit on the continent. Find all the avenues engage research of universities through partnering to create farmer university platforms, to create farmer research institution platforms, to create government farmer organization, farmer platforms. In other words, bringing the researcher to the farmer and bringing the farmer to the researcher is some of the missions I intend to champion. Once you champion this, the road towards prosperity for the farmer will be very short. I would also want to indicate that integration of a smallholder farmer in the global value chain, increasing his voice, increasing his benefits, shortening the agricultural value chains in different enterprises is a mission that I believe in and I believe we can achieve. For the board membership, my fellow board members that might come here, I believe in collegialship and working together. We will increase the fundraising machinery of the organization, enhance the budget of the organization and its outreach to the smallholder farmer. And if we do this, I do strongly believe the benefits of the World Farmers Organization and its relevance will trickle down to the smallholder farmer on the continent and around the world. And it's for this reason that fellow farmers, fellow world leaders who have gathered here from the Farmers Organization, that I am seeking your mandate to be on the board, to lead the African constituents in the next 2 years and more. I thank you very much for your support.